Hello, fellow YouTubers. I'm Felicia, and I'm what you might call an OG mom on YouTube. Nobody probably knows about me because I did quit making videos whenever I started having kids. I just didn't feel like it fit for my family to vlog my kids. It never felt right for me, so I just didn't go that route, but I stayed within the community, and that was back in 2009. I've been in the community per se. I've watched a lot of different families, pick and choose these days because there's so many, but back in the day there really wasn't. I know a lot of us started out, we watched Jess Fan. If you're from really back in the day, you know the Lucy Eads saga of YouTube. There's a lot. I wanted to come back to YouTube, but I didn't think vlogs were my thing. I had tried that a few times and I never could stick with it. And I know that sticking with it is the key to success on YouTube. Not that I'm trying to be that successful. I just really enjoyed the interaction with other moms. So today I thought it would be fun to go through some of my favorite YouTube moms, and stay tuned at the end because I will be touching on the Myka Stauffer situation. But I wanted to mention some of my favorite moms, some of the news that's going on in our community right now that I thought would be fun to talk about. I've always kind of thought that these videos would be fun, but I never wanted to like really step on anyone's toes because I really don't like conflict. I just would rather not start a fire or anything. I think it would be okay to share my opinion in a respectful manner. Without further ado, Laura and Layton is the first one that I want to talk about because she came back to YouTube after a pretty long stint off of YouTube, and I know that there was probably some drama related. I know that she had some stalker issues and she left YouTube. She was still on Instagram, I believe, but she definitely cut back her social media posts and things related to her family, and I totally understood why. But she recently came back to YouTube and she just had a little baby girl after having 3 boys, and her boys are a little bit grown now, so she's gonna have 3 big helpers. But I'm really super excited and happy for her family. She's a really sweet girl. I've followed her since the very beginning on YouTube, and she's always been the same sweet person. She's almost too sweet where it's like, really? But we love her. Anyway, most of the community loves her. The community that has good hearts love her. Trolls, whatever. Everybody has those if you have any sort of following on YouTube. The next OG mom I have to just shout out to is Candid Mommy Jenny. She actually donated milk with Lucy Eads back in the day. I mean, this is like old YouTube drama, but yeah, I don't think they're friends anymore. So I still follow Jenny, and she is still pumping away at Costco hauls. So do your thing, girl. The next one, and I briefly mentioned her channel earlier, is Jess Fan because I love that girl. That's another one that say what you will, and she's been through some shit in the public. She is real, you know, and I love that Jess lived in a house that she could have bought a nice house a long time ago, but she went the cheap route because she's cheap, and I love that about her. She still goes flea marketing and yard sailing, and she looks for a deal. I really love Jess Fam. I don't know, guilty pleasure. Yeah, there's just some YouTubers that you can just, I have a really good sense, I feel like, of whether a person is genuine or not. And I have been right on some of these, and we might get into that a little bit later. Another mommy that's been around for a long time is Anna Saccone, or Saccone, or Saccone Jolie, however the hell they say their name. No offense, guys, I just don't know how to say your name. Jonathan's a little bit over the top for me, so I don't really watch their family channel, but I love Anna. She's a sweetheart, and I think that she's genuine too. I think she likes the finer things. She likes to buy fancy stuff, but she has the means to do it, and she's taking really great care of her children at the same time. So by all means, girl, buy yourself some stuff. Last but not least, I want to throw in a favorite of mine, and that is Christina Randall. Her channel is actually a prison channel. It's not in the mom community, but I found her through another YouTuber, through the chain of YouTube, And I just love this girl. She's my age. She's been in prison. I have not. But I love her stories. She's a great storyteller, man. And she's got some doozies from prison. You gotta go see it. So Christina Randall is my new favorite YouTuber that I just click on her videos as soon as they pop up. I promised that we would talk about the Myka Stauffer thing. If you've been living under a rock, Myka and James Stauffer are a YouTube couple here who post videos of their family on YouTube, and in particular they posted pictures and video of their Chinese adopted son. They posted all kinds of information before the child was in their arms in their home, and then they vlogged the whole thing getting him. I watched it. I was part of the group of people cheering them on. I was rooting for this family and for this adoption right along with them and right along with their followers. They brought this child home and then shit got real, basically. They were fully unprepared, it seems like, from what they're saying. They weren't ready for his needs, and he needed other needs, and the needs that they had weren't the needs he needed. So ultimately they rehomed him. Their words, not mine, because rehoming is an animal term. A lot of critics on YouTube are going at this family, and my thoughts are that I don't feel any sort of type of way towards them in the sense that I want negative things for their family, because they screwed up, and I think that they know that they screwed up. I think that what would have been better is if they had just came out, and instead of their all white we're angels video, and we'd never do this if there was another option, instead of that, if they'd have just came out and been real and said, hey, this happens and we're heartbroken over it. It wasn't working out. It wasn't working out with our kids. It wasn't working out with our family, and it pained us to have to do this. We're gonna do some donations towards the little boy, you know, for the future college or something like that. You know what I mean? They like came out so selfishly about it. And I think that that is what is really getting everybody. In my opinion, how I said I have good instincts, I've always felt that way about them. Myka in her very sweet tone, and she's just very gentle and very, very beautiful blonde. She's a very beautiful woman. But it's just like, nobody's that pure, okay? Nobody. Well, I could see it all along that these people weren't who they were portraying that they are. So this didn't really surprise me too much. My biggest concern is for that little boy. My biggest concern is that it seems right now like this isn't affecting him, and that he was signaling he wanted to go somewhere else, and it seems that way right now. But these kind of things process differently with children. They can't take on what's really happening to them because it's too much for a little kid brain. They're supposed to be learning the ABCs, 1, 2, 3s. He just went from being homeschool situation to having all these kids around all the time, to now maybe even just being all alone in a foster home. Even if it's a good foster home, it's a different environment than what he is used to. And here we go again. He had to go from China to their home. That was different. Now it's been a couple of years, he's a little bit settled, and now he's being uprooted again. And as a child who was uprooted many, many times, I know that that has everlasting effect. And it doesn't matter which way you spin it, that he wanted it, that it's good for him. He will forever know that he was there and now he's not. And it's gonna affect him. So that is my biggest concern out of the whole Myka Stauffer situation. And I do think it would be really nice if they donated some money to a fund, because they made plenty of money off of the situation. So I think that would be the right thing to do. When I started watching videos on other people's opinion of the situation, I started to realize that nobody who was talking about it even really knew who these people were. I at least have watched them. I at least knew how to say their name. I watched one guy's video and he was calling her Myka Stauffer. And I'm like, as much as I think that's hilarious because nobody's too happy with them right now, you don't even know how to say their name. Like, how can you make judgment about who they are? I at least have watched their videos. I quit watching their videos because I could see that they were not the people that they were portraying that they are. I just had a gut feeling, and lo and behold, I was right. Because nobody who is as sweet and innocent as they portray themselves to be would do something like what they did. So I think behind the scenes, they just aren't who they were portraying. And I find that to be a repulsive type of YouTuber that I don't watch. Unfortunately, this whole situation is probably going to get them even more views and even more money. But I sure do hope that they do the right thing and donate some of this money to this poor kid. Guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know you were here, leave a comment, subscribe if you're new. I would like to put out more videos like this. I have a whole other list of other YouTube moms that I still watch from back in the day, and some new ones too that I would shout out in my next video. If you want me to do a part 2, let me know in the comments below. And I hope you guys are having a really good day. Take care, bye.